all. So today I'm going to do a video about my next Lifescouts Badge, which is my driving badge. Oh crap, I just realized I'm wearing the same clothes I wore last time. I promise I changed, I'm not gross. I'm going to go change just to prove it to you. Alright, I'm back, and it's probably a good thing that I left and came back because I know that whole clip was out of focus, but it was funny, so I just kept it. Sorry. I'm back. I'm wearing Harry and the Potters because they're great. Alright, back to what I was saying. Lifescouts Badge. Driving. I always thought I'd be a really bad driver because whenever I played those arcade games where you're supposed to be driving a car and it has that like simulator thing and you're racing or whatever, I was so bad at those. I literally just crashed into everything. I think I got last place every single time I played, and generally people were lapping me and everyone else was done before I was done with like even halfway through the race. So I was actually terrified of like driving for the first time. And that wasn't really helped by the fact that the first time I drove a golf cart I almost ran into a tree. I'm not exaggerating, I actually did almost run into a tree. The only reason I didn't is because the person sitting next to me, who was an adult, I think I was maybe 10 or 11, but the adult sitting in the passenger side grabbed the steering wheel and like pulled it so that we didn't run into the tree. I do have my driver's license now. I'd prove it to you, but it's all the way on the other side of the room and I'm lazy. The first time I actually drove was with my dad in a parking lot, and I was really excited actually, even though I thought I was going to be terrible. I was really excited, and I had been begging my dad to take me to the school parking lot to teach me how to drive for a really long time. Yeah, like I said, I was really excited, but then as soon as I got into the driver's seat and like adjusted my seat to the right place and everything, I got so scared, and I was so terrified. I was like gripping the steering wheel with white knuckles. It was really bad. Anyway, so it was on the weekend, the parking lot's totally empty, and I'm driving around a parking lot where, you know, it's probably not very likely that I'm gonna run into anything because there isn't anything to run into, but it's me, so you never know. But I actually did a pretty good job. I was able to stay in a lane and everything. So since I did a pretty decent job in the parking lot, my dad then had me go down this really wide road that was sort of a side road that went like by the high school football field and stuff like that. Now I felt like I was going 100 miles per hour. I felt like I was going so fast, and like if I sped up at all I would lose control of this giant metal crate that I'm rolling along in. And my dad goes, "You know, you can go faster." And I look at this speedometer and I'm only going 5 miles per hour, and I'm on a 15-mile-per-hour road. And so I speed up a little bit to 10, and I mean, like I said, it felt like I was like zooming through space or something. And still, my dad goes, you can go even faster. So just because, I mean, I probably could have just said, no, I don't want to, but instead I just went 15 miles per hour, and I was fine. I didn't die, obviously. How cool would that be, though, if I actually did and I was a ghost and I was vlogging from beyond the grave? Anyway, I was fine. Then, you know, I had driver's ed, which everyone's required to take, and I did all the classes, and then I had my in-car lessons, as they call them. My in-car driver person was really weird. She was this really grouchy old lady who liked to complain about other driving students she had to me, which was a little awkward because then all I could think was, what is she saying about me to her other driving students? And she always she would make me drive through the drive-thru of McDonald's so that she could order herself a sweet tea. Like one of those huge ones that makes you think, like, how can a person even ingest that much fluid without exploding? But yeah, you know, I survived and I never crashed and died, so that's good. And yeah, I got my driver's license, and yeah, that's great. I just have to go get it renewed in a few years anyway. So one thing I've noticed, having lived in different places and driven in different places and just, you know, being a passenger in a car when other people are driving, is that there is just a huge difference in the United States anyway, just region-wise, how people drive. There's where I live now, which is sort of. It's a smaller city in Ohio, east of Columbus. And here, people are just bad drivers. Like, not aggressive, just bad drivers. And the city I live in does really stupid things to make driving even more impossible for people who are already really bad drivers, it seems like. For example, there are potholes everywhere, and so, you know, people are swerving to avoid the potholes, but because they're bad drivers, they don't even look to see if there's anyone else in the other lane that they're about to move partially into, so that's always a risk. The other day, we were driving through downtown, it's not really much of a city, we're driving in downtown, and they put parking spaces in the middle of the road, like literally in the middle of the road. Like, so here's one lane and here's another, then in between they just decided to put parking spaces. Whose brilliant idea was that? As we're driving through there, I'm thinking and saying out loud, you know, that's a really bad idea, and I'm certain that someday someone is going to get in an accident because of that. And sure enough, just a few days later, we heard on the radio there was a car accident that held up traffic early this morning when so-and-so was pulling out of their parking spot in downtown, and someone else ran into them and it caused a great commotion and blocked the road for several hours. Well, yeah, you put a parking lot in the middle of the street with like 95% of the population not really knowing how to drive very well. Anyway, that's my rant about that. So that's it for everything about me getting my driver's badge or driving badge. But stick around, fun, new, exciting information. Joshatron 1205, I believe. I hope I didn't mess that up. Anyway, Josh Cartwright, another vlogger, contacted me recently and noticed from my previous guitar badge video that I didn't have anyone to compete against. So, fun thing, we're going to be competing with each other from across the pond, as they may say. I don't know if they actually say that. Do you actually say that, English people? I don't know if you do or not. That's just a stereotype that I've heard. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, so we're going to be competing with each other. It's going to be not about competing about how many badges we have, but rather how many vlogs we're putting out, basically. For example, I'm making this one, and Josh has to reply to my video, or not really reply, but make a video of his own Lifescouts video, within 1 week, or else he gets a point. And this is being judged sort of like golf, in which the more points you have, the worse it is. So whoever has the least amount of points is winning. Basically, it incentivizes, is that a word? I think it is, both of us to continue vlogging and keep ourselves going forward, making Lifescouts videos, which is really cool because then, you know, if you run out of badges you already have, we both have motivation to go out and get more and do more things, so that's really cool. I'm not really sure when it's gonna end, but whenever it ends, whoever has the least amount of points wins, if either of us have not kept up with it. If not, everybody wins and it's all cheery and happy like a Disney movie. Except in Disney movies, someone always loses. It's just how it is. That's it. You should check out his channel. I'll send a link to it below. His name is Josh Cartwright. Channel is Joshatron 1205, but I mean, like I said, the link is right down there for you to check out. That's it. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully after he responds, or maybe I'll just stick a vlog up, who knows. Okay, I'm rambling. All right, bye. I'll see you guys later. That's not true, you'll see me. Bye.